of Tibetan opera going on here. And as you can see, there are lots of folks gathering here and to see this splendid performance. Yeah, let me put on the stabilizer. Okay, now we are all set, and in order for you guys to have a good view of this performance, we will try to speak less and show you more. So as you can see, the Tibetan opera, in Tibetan opera, we can see this dance, the sing, and the drum, okay, and some other basic instruments. So, do you have any idea about how this performance began in history?
Oh yes, actually yes. Tibetan opera is actually told like, what should I say? Excuse me, just 1 second. It is said the opera was introduced by Tangdong Gyabo, a 15th century yogi of Gurgyuk sect who had idea of constructing bridge over every river that flow in the land of snow for the benefit of people. So for 3 years he racked his brain to think up way of collecting donation to pay for the project, but met with no success. Then he discovered that among his devout followers were 7 charming sisters skilled at singing and dance. Tangdong Gyab formed them into an opera troupe and composed and direct simple song and dance drama, a retelling story containing Buddhist teaching, and this is actually maybe the origin of the Tibetan opera. And now it has like almost 600 years history.
Okay, frankly speaking, I have no clue what they're singing, but yeah, it doesn't stop us to enjoy their dance and their music, right? And as you can see in the background, there are lots of folks gathering in this area. And as we said in previous shows, during the Shoton Festival, millions of Tibetan people and also tourists from all around China and maybe all around the world will gather to Lhasa for various events, including this Tibetan opera performance, which will last for several days.
7 days.
Exactly 7 days.
Exactly 7 days, and it's organized by the government, and they will invite folk troops from all prefecture of Tibet, and then they will take turn and perform the 8 traditional opera plays.
Okay, now I see some people are offering hada. That's a welcoming gift. Commonly used in Tibet in almost every occasion to the performers, maybe to thank their excellent performance.
And what I heard is now what we can see, the troupe is from the Lhasa prefecture, Janam, and they will play 2 days. they are playing is called the Chimigundun. It's an old story of a princess of Tibet, and I also heard they were saying every day they would play 6 hours, and then so it's attract a lot of what should I say, Tibetan opera fans coming over and sitting here and enjoying the Shoton Festival.
Wow, 7 hours. That's quite exhausting.
But the Tibetan opera fans are so happy because now they can sit here for 1 week enjoying the Tibetan traditional opera. I mean, this is a huge gift for them.
Exactly. As we were told that during this festival, these folks would come here every single day.
Yes.
And not just them. Later, we will show you around this park, and you will see there are lots of people coming in with their families. They just have a picnic on the grassland, and also they come here every day for the future 7 days. And I think this is quite a huge event for local people.
And outside of the stage, we can also see a lot of people are having picnic. I mean, the whole park is packed by local people, and they are really enjoying the sun and the flower, the fresh air, and also the 100-year-old Tibetan opera.
Okay, now we will be silent so that you guys can enjoy the show. So guys, just imagine singing like this for 7 hours. So as we can see, they are spreading some powder in the air. What does that mean?
It's zamba.
Zamba. What is
Zamba.
that?
It's the barley flour. It's a staple food of Tibetan people. Yes.
I see. So in this occasion, they are doing this as a sign of blessing.
Actually, I didn't really catch up with them, but I guess they are just praying for some kind of event.
Okay, I see.
A little bit background information about Tibetan opera. It is that Tibetan opera exists in both long and short form, and may take from only a few hours to 1 or 2 days to perform. But in the old time, a play, a single play would take several days, but no matter long and short, each play is generally performed in three major parts. The first part is the purification of the hunter. It serves as a plug for the main action. Then the story part and the epilogue part, which marks the ceremony's ending of the play.
Okay, as we told you, it is not over yet. The show will last for almost a whole day. Okay, guys, this is still me from Chile with Xinhua News Agency, and sorry about the interruption because just now we were thrown out by the security guards because actually we were in the middle of the performing field, so and it's quite difficult for us to get in back. So now, as promised, we are going to show you how big this event's gonna be for local people, and also as you can see, there are just two of us. So right now my colleague Chunla is holding the camera, and so that I can speak to you. And now let me take back the camera so that you can see Chunla again.
Hello.
Say hi.
Hi.
So I know that you are a local, right? You have been living here since your childhood. So how do you feel about Shoton Festival? I mean, your childhood memory. Do you have something very unique?
To me, actually, I think it's also like almost all those Lhasa people. Shoton Festival actually is a very great holiday because we can not only worship the giant tanka. Because we can not only just enjoy the giant tanka, listen the ancient opera. At the same time, we can have like a week-long picnic, and the week-long picnic is one of the most favorite part of my, and also I mean my, what should I say, the most remembered childhood memory. And yeah, so like tradition, you can see here, I mean the whole park is packed by local people who are really just enjoying the sun and having picnic with their family. They are drinking butter tea, they are having snack, why just like what should I say, resting here, and some of them are just coming to listen and watching the traditional Tibetan opera. So I mean it's a great holiday, and mostly celebrated by local Tibetan. Yes.
Okay, so let me put it this way. So are you saying that it is a tradition that for local people to gather around here during the Shoton Festival for 7 days?
Yes.
And they spend every day here.
Yes.
And you also mentioned that in the past they can bring their own tent.
Exactly.
And actually they live here.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Ouch.
You can see
Uh-huh.
they are drinking the tradition Bali beer.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's the Bali beer.
Uh-huh.
Ah, great. Okay. Okay, they noticed me, but I think they are okay to carry on. Great. I think they made this wine by themselves.
Oh, the Bali beer? Yes, they made it by themselves.
Great. So it's actually kind of beer, right?
Yes. Tibetan
Great.
homemade Bali beer. So it's not only like traditional holiday, and also you
Okay,
can
seemed,
like watch and eat and drink all those traditional food and things. So I mean, it's great event. La bala. 단독으로 게 빠르게 없는 게.
Okay, now they are communicating in Tibetan, which I don't understand. And as I mentioned before, my colleague Pierre Chunla, she's a local people and she's a Tibetan. That's good. So let me make a guess. There are hundreds, maybe thousands people here.
More than, I mean, several thousand people.
Several thousands.
For sure, and this is why now local government is saying we cannot put up tent anymore because it's just too many people coming to having picnic here.
Okay, so there are just too many people,
Yeah,
and also for maybe security reasons.
exactly.
So
But still,
now-
people enjoying it. They bring all their homemade snack, and then just like sitting here.
Yeah, so actually, as we can see, they are doing whatever they like, right? There's no social convention saying that you should do this or do that,
nothing, yeah.
right? You can just make yourself comfortable, right?
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Traditional way.
I see. It's really a huge crowd.
Yes, huge crowd, and also here I mean, there are a lot of tree, and the park is filled by flower and tree and fresh air, so people love it.
So apart from not spending their nights here, everything is just the same.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I guess some of them will just have a sleepover here, but
Without the
most of
tents?
people they will go. I mean,
I see.
but who knows, you know?
I see. So, wow, this is really a huge crowd.
Yeah.
As we mentioned before, we have some numbers on Tibetan tourism, right?
Exactly.
Do you still go there?
Yes.
Okay, can you share with us?
Yeah, actually in 2006, more than 23 million tourists visit Southwest China's Tibetan Autonomous region, up 15% year on year. And also, Lhasa received about 3.86 million domestic and foreign tourists, and year on year increase of 18.21%, and generating tourist revenue about 759 million US dollar. A lot, actually.
Okay.
And we can see there are actually a lot of tourists from both home and abroad.
Yes, we did see many tourists, and also for those who are just joining in, so we are now at let me remember the name, Loblinga.
Yeah,
Is that
Noblinga.
right? Noblinga, okay. Noblinga is a park in Lhasa,
Yes.
capital of Southwest China's Tibet Autonomous Region, and this, as you are seeing this huge gathering, is because this is during the Shoton Festival. It's a week-long, we can say carnival, right? A very important festival for Tibetan, and which will last for a week. And during this period of time, many activities and events will be held to just to mark this festival, right?
Yes.
And we've seen the giant Tanka show,
Yes.
right? Which is also known as the Buddha exhibition. And also, we've just witnessed the performance of Tibetan Opera. Actually, what we saw was in its original form, right?
Yes.
Almost its original form.
Yes, yes.
And we were told that in the past, it can last for weeks.
week long. Yeah.
Oh, so as you can guess, it's really not easy for those performers to keep on doing their performance for such a long period of time.
Uh-huh.
And also, they were not professionals.
Yes, they are
Right,
not. They are
actually-
like amateur folk troupe, folk dance troupe.
Another huge crowd. Okay, so that means when they are not performing, they are actually farmers or herdsmen, right?
Yeah, herdsman and farmer,
Uh-huh.
and they are also very happy to perform traditional Tibetan opera. And besides that, they are also enjoying the Lhasa festival, like Shoton Festival, because it's exclusively held in Lhasa, celebrated in Lhasa. So they are also very happy to having their Shoton Festival in Lhasa.
Uh-huh. I see. I guess now we are coming to the exit, and also this brings us to the end of today's show. So today, let my colleague Chunla give you the ending. Okay, you want to do that?
Hello, it's my first time to be on the live show. Quite nervous for sure, but yes, it's great to share my beautiful hometown with everyone, and also our very rich culture with everyone. And yes, welcome to Tibet, welcome to Lhasa, and see you next time.